Now, see, that leads me into the next area of gender roles. All right, because y'all are touching on different areas. Like you said, we're gonna be going, flowing through these questions. And one of the things that people wanted to know, this was like several people asked this
Mhm.
about gender roles. Okay, and even to the point of the question was, why don't some women allow men to be the head instead of the tail
Mm.
of the household?
I will start out by saying sometimes it's because women, and I'm a throw a generalization out right now because it's a control thing. Sometimes women tend to control more of the household, and then that spills over into the relationship that hinders him from being the man, that hinders him from being the head. If you're married, being the head of the household, but also if you're in the relationship, he should be already starting that role as being the head of the relationship. Not that he's in charge of everything, but he's actually leading the relationship in the direction that it wants to go in.
And to me, as far as gender roles, I think that you have to decide what works best within your relationship.
Right.
I've always been good as a teenager at managing money and staying on the budget, and that was something that Gil wasn't good at. But when we first got married, the people told us, "Well, that's a man's role." But if you're better at it, then the person who's better at it should do it. So I think gender roles have to be something you discuss as a couple,
Mhm.
and you define when you're dating, not once you get married. You need to define all those things so that you got to figure out what works for you. Because there's things that Gil is better at than I am, and vice versa. So I think that you as a couple have to decide who's going to do what and be committed to that, not letting somebody on the outside make that decision for you.